Welcome to this first video in a video series from Gene Keys and the transmission from the book. I got some revelations like how I may be a very nice, have a different view and bring something to the table that has not been done yet in this way. So I'm reading first of all also from the Gene Keys book. Today it's about the 27th Gene Key of the Siddhi of Selflessness, the gift of altruism, and the shadow of selfishness. So this will be the Gene Keys today because from the astrology point of view, this is the Gene Key to be featured this time at this moment, and so along the way I will feature every 5-6 days the next Gene Key about a video. So the 27th Gene Key is the food of the gods. The programming partner is the 28th Gene Key, and the physiology is the sacral plexus. It's between the solar and the root chakra. The codon ring of this Gene Key is the codon ring of life and death, and this is a really super intense and complex codon ring featuring other Gene Keys like the 3rd Gene Key, the 20th Gene Key, the 23rd Gene Key, the 24th and the 42th Gene Key. All of that entangled in this one codon ring. And they relate to each other also. So the codon ring is something where each Gene Keys relate in a chemistry to each other. The shadow, selfishness. We all know how a lot of still now in our society, it's about being selfish. It's like the survival instinct, the survival of the fittest, like feeding yourself and your family and just surviving. And that is also about selfish, the shadow. So in the book is written, it's the mathematics of love and selfishness. It represents a built-in planetary law that rules all sentient life. To give is to receive. So this is the overall topic. It's not about the shadow too much, it's the overall topic. And the 27th Gene Key is also in the I Ching is considered as a nourishment or called as nourishment. And with good reasons, because it's like how we nourish like the world. When we look at nature through a macroscopic lens, we see that all the different systems on this planet are interconnected. So this is the overall view when we see through the lens also of this Gene Key. The point is that life is a living chain of birth and decay, of creatures living off each other and transforming one thing's death into another thing's birth. At the profoundest level, nothing exists unless it can be eaten by something else. Isn't that exciting? I leave it like that. Selfishness is a stage in our evolution that is in the process of being transcended at a collective level. If it weren't, or if it were not, humans would die out. This also is a very deep part of the inside of the book, because when we only care and consider about us and see the division between everything else, and we say like we are divided with nature, we are divided with other human beings, we only are in this survival mode of ourselves, then there's a lot of conflict and pressure and also wars going on inside and outside, and there's a lot of complications about this. And science is really far now that science is going to really create direction to discover and also to have more and more about this in the magazines, that everything is united and everything is interconnected to each other. That's why also it's written in the book, selfish acts cause devolution, whereas selfless acts cause evolution. That means if you're only centered to yourself and you are just have the survival mode and you just live your own life, you are alone, it's like causing like to go into a kind of maybe also depression mode where you close yourself more and more down. And that is like the devolution, where you have less consciousness available, less awareness, and the frequency is very low. And the gift level that causes the evolution, where you open up, you expand your consciousness, and you get excited about your higher purpose and what you bring to the world and how you can also serve others. And that is that's why it's altruism. The love to humanity and also the love to yourself combined. Another extract from the book, every shadow is destructive and leads to death, whereas every gift leads to life. It is only at the highest Siddhic level that life and death are finally transcended. That is some more generic wisdom for Gene Keys about the different levels of frequencies. There's something very interesting about the codon ring in this Gene Key. It's about, because the 27 shadow is bound to other Gene Keys in this codon ring, it is easy to see the true nature of selfishness. Through the 24 shadow, we can see how addictive it is. Through the third shadow, how it sets up chaos. And through the 20 shadows, how it requires an absence of basic human awareness. Through the 23rd shadow, we can see how complicated selfishness makes life. And finally, through the 42 shadow, how it is rooted in the false expectations that it will bring an end to suffering. There are always like two natures. One is repressive, is like one that we more internalize. It's like a passive nature that is in this Gene Key self-sacrificing. That means we are like more like a self-sacrificing, and we are also not including ourselves too much in what we are doing. Then let me also tell you an extract from this. Seems like these videos will get a bit longer, and I mean they should be, because it should be very helpful and guiding and nice also for your guidance. So an extract from this repressive nature is: the laws of life state that there must be a mutual beneficial exchange in order for a relationship to remain healthy. The repressive nature is afraid of its own dark side and tries to close it over by expending all its energy on others. Such self-sacrifice also contains a subtle trace of guilt. The frequency of the giving does not come from one's true heart and can only be received in a manner in which is it given without real gratitude. Yeah, that sums it up quite good. There is not so much gratitude in not giving honestly in a way and projecting a lot outside. For example, if you have some inner pain topics or some inner topics that you reject, you project them out to others, to friends, to people you get to know, to nature, to get distracted in a sense. Then the second nature is always reactive. It's like more the aggressive one, and that is self-centered in the 27th Jinki. And it's written in the book, these people give to others in order to get something back for themselves. This kind of political giving creates its own aura of manipulation and encourages distrust. It means like, this is also like one of the common sense we have is like we give until we receive. So we have like this give, and there might be this expectation hidden, very subtle in our beliefs, that after giving 3 times there have to be like a receiving back. And so while we have like even these very subtle layers of that after we give, like there has to be something coming back, and we have this expectation, and there's this pressure like also inside where we want to force this to happen and we control it also, then the result is that we are self-centered. Let's go to the exciting part, is the gift of altruism. It's the pot mind. The nature of this pot mind is altruism, in the sense that if an individual member, the pot, is in danger, all dolphins will turn to assist it. Sometimes in mammals, an older member will even sacrifice itself to save younger member, thus ensuring the continuation of the lineage. So there is like the relationship also about the shadow is more like the shark in the water, swimming and like hunting, like for the like this predator type, really crazy. And the gift is the dolphin. So the dolphins are like helping and is like this big family, and all of the members are considered to help each other in an equal way in their individual skills, what they are able to do. The gift level is also, it's written in the book, it's giving from the heart. And giving from the heart can stir up unexpected cosmic forces that work to your favor. To give to others simply for the sake of giving activates healthy currents deep within your body. Through selfishness you may acquire much for yourself, but you will not acquire a true sense of higher purpose. Purpose flows from altruism like water from a spring. It bubbles up inside you, making you feel warm as well as spreading this feeling to others. That explains it quite good here actually, what it is about. It's really about selfless giving. And to selfless we come in the highest frequency gift level. So in another sense, like this 27th Jinki is giving without expectations. You just give because you are passionate about what you bring to the world. Maybe you paint, maybe you make music, maybe you write a blog or you make videos. You just do it because of the purpose that you love to do it and to share it with others. It's also a form of intelligence that knows, like through the group mind, for example, the dolphins, what is worth giving to whom. So instantly and very like intuitive, you know what to give to whom, and you don't like even think about it from a mind perspective, but you intuitively know how much you can open to a person, how much you can, if there's an onion of belief system, how much you can like make their belief systems a bit more open and expanding. You are not having to touch always like this deepest layers. You just know what to give whom at which time, and this is really a great ability. And it's not an ability also, it's like really something in a way you also have to earn, because this is something you, from your own experiences in life, you get to this stage of where you can serve and really expand this consciousness, not only for you, also guiding others. Another one from the book. The true nature of the 27th gift is generosity, which is primarily about caring for others and for nature in general. That's kind of like fitting very well to the previous one I had. And the last one for the gift level goes to almost the Siddhi level. At a very high frequency, the 27th gift gives off a powerful aura of trust, which is immediately felt by others. Such an aura is trust often allows others to let down their guard and open themselves up to nurturing, sometimes for the first time in their lives. At a deep genetic level, the presence of the 27th gift engages a feeling of communal security through its strong resonance to the group mind. There I can tell some short personal experience, and I also have this chinky in my own profile, not revealing where it is, but I have this kind of in my hologenetic profile, and this strongly resonates in general with me, so that's why I'm very excited to share like that. It has happened to me while I was working on my belief system and opening myself up more and more, that I just randomly meet even strangers and they talk very deep topics, just like tell some stories, and I was really blown away that they just open up themselves so much, and I was like, what's going on? And then even I have some very deep friends that are also making a lot of intense experiences in life, and they also opened up to talk a lot, and they know somehow that I'm a safe place to talk these topics about. This is very interesting. The Siddhi level, selflessness, love the new superfood. From the book. At a higher level of reality, we will in the essence become extinct. Da fängt es ja gut an hier. Mein German will be not included here too much. No worries, this is just my intoxication from the 56 chinky to distract you now. So it's also written, we will no longer experience ourselves as a separate species, but will function more like the neurological network for Gaia, the Earth. So similar to our cells inside what we consider in the body, we have billions of cells, trillions of cells that work harmoniously together. So in one aspect higher, when we see the Earth, and then we see us human beings on Earth, so we will also cooperate in synergy together, like all of the cells in our body also do. So this is a really nice way to see how this is meant. As long as there is an ounce of life force within something, the vast love coming through the 27th Siddhi can revive it. So it has a really strong self-healing and also guiding others to their healing capabilities. Should another life form, another human being, another animal be accepting and willing and allowing you to heal them or to help them and guide them towards their own healing. One of the greatest of these paths is the path of service, known in India as Bhakti Yoga, the path of compassion. So this is also a lot about this siddhi. It's about also harmlessness. Another extract: there are those who try to help others for the wrong reasons out of the subtle desires for recognition or to cover up their own deep pain. Selflessness is an absolutely pure yearning to provide sugar to others. I hope I told this right. Sugar. I will write it here. There is no trace of self-consciousness in it. Such people have made a quantum leap, and the siddhic energy available to them is enormous. So there's really no expectation and desires. It's just you love everything that is. You love humanity, and you just love the nature, and you just consider everyone your family, and you just wish to help them from the deepest levels of your heart. This is also a lot about philanthropy. Philanthropy, it's written in the book, is the love of humanity, and philanthropy unlocks the secrets of free energy because it gives selflessly of itself, and it gives intelligently. It's kind of like the sun that gives to everyone. It doesn't matter if there is someone bad or is doing some evil things. The sun gives light and shines on everyone, and that's like selflessness also. To give without awareness is charity. It's also a funny part, and to give with awareness is philanthropy. So as already told, there's really this miraculous healing possible through this attractor's field and this attraction you have from this chinky. And this is because this siddhi can draw up the whole energetic field of Gaia, of the earth itself. So it's like a partnership with Gaia, like a cooperation where you can extract the energy from earth in cooperation, and you can help life forms to receive some help, guidance they need. Another very cool one from the book. One other way of approaching the siddhi is through the analogy of music. There are certain siddhis that have a deep relationship to music as the binding force behind all life. So it has a really deep relationship to combine and recombine different music and sounds and what you can do. For example, for me, sometimes while I need to get back into my settled mood, I'm just humming for myself, let's say like this. And then I notice how the energies flows through my whole system. And there's so many interesting things, and maybe I will also do more about this at some point. So the last one from this, those listening through the ears of the 27 siddhi, this love is all they hear. One day you too will hear this music. Thank you very much for listening and watching this video, and I'm very happy to make these videos for you, for your guidance, and mixing the content of the book with my own experiences of life, and I'm very happy about this. Thumbs up if you like the video, comments, always appreciated, and that can bring my skills more up. From English, from content of the videos, you can tell how you have liked the video, and subscribe also to the video, and see you in the next transmission and in the next videos. You're Dominic. Bye bye.